Yeah, big money in this bitch if you didn't know. Big business minus the business suit. Even I look in the mirror like, is it you? Then I say, I must be the hottest if it isn't you.
Fresh Lemonade, man. What's up? I should change my name to Tampa 2 Lemonade. Is that whack? Lemonade. Anyway. Hey, man. The Bucs made some moves. I know y'all been seeing it all online, all on Facebook, all on Twitter. A couple of Bucs commentators talked about it already. I ain't get a chance to check y'all videos out, but I will do that tonight or tomorrow morning on my way to work. I haven't had a chance to listen to y'all, but I'm gonna listen to y'all videos, see what y'all got to say. I try not to watch the videos before I make my video because I don't want your video to influence my video. So I try to wait. And you know what I'm gonna do? I like to talk to y'all in the comments. And what I'm gonna do is I got my phone here. I'm gonna respond to some of y'all comments here. Even though I do it in the comments anyway, I just appreciate y'all interaction, so I'm gonna do that. But the Buccaneers released Doug Martin, which I knew was going to happen. I said that in my last video. Here's the problem. A lot of Bucs fans, so it's a mixed reactions, right? For the most part, they're like, yeah, good riddance. But there is that group of Bucs fans that's worried about it. They worried about it because, and for good reason, because we tend to let people go, and then they go to other teams and they shine. Here's the thing about Doug Martin, though. We gave him 6 years. In other 6 years, only 2 of the years was he productive. Like we need him to be. It comes a point in time when somebody's just not going to be good for your team. They're just not going to perform. And yeah, he may go to which I think he's going to the Patriots or the Colts or Detroit. I mean, there's a lot of teams that'll take him. I mean, that's going to want him. I just hope he don't come in the division. Oh, if he comes in our division, I'll be so mad. But with Doug Martin, you got to open up a hole big enough for 5 linemen to run through. Like, because what he like to do is he get the ball, they tell him to go through a certain hole. That's what the play is called. And he like to put his head down and stick his forehead on the back of an offensive lineman. And he'll sit there like this and and then they just get him. So the only yards he gains is what yards the offensive lineman got. So if the offensive lineman get 3 yards, then he'll get 3 yards. If the offensive lineman gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, he going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. He goes as far forward as the offensive line goes. And every now and then he'll squeak out a 5-yard run or a 6-yard run. But it takes, and you realize when he do like a run over 10 yards, 13 yards, 15 yards, it always get called back for holding. The reason why that is because you got to have such a big enough hole that it's going to cause you to hold or create a penalty in order for him to get to the second level. If that's just how it goes with him. He won't bounce it to the outside of nothing. Now, he may go to a team with a better offensive line. And with that better offensive line, he's going to have a more productive year. But we can't sit around and wait on him to figure that out or to figure out what he's going to do. And he almost 30. Another thing is, a lot of times since he's been here, we really latched on to him. Regardless of how good or bad he was doing, we always featured him. And they gave him a chance, man. They gave him all this season that after his suspension, they let him run. Even when Peyton Barber came in and did better than him when he was out that game, he came back and they still let him run. Even though everybody in their mama was like, let Peyton Barber start. They still was like, no, we ain't letting him start. We're going to give him a chance to show us he want to be in Tampa. And he just didn't do it. So hats off to him. If he go find somebody, the Jets or something, get behind a good big offensive line that can open up big holes for him, and he probably going to do all right, man. He going to do all right. We let go of Chris Baker. Every other video I've been telling Chris Baker he got to go. he was a non-factor, and I'm glad he's gone. I mean, he was bad for our team, so I'm glad he gone. Some other things that happened is they moved up. They hired Buckner, who was the defensive line coach for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals always rank in the top 10 when it comes to their defense and their defensive line. So that's a good hire, man. That's a real good hire. I'm not going to go and look all his stats up and all that. I'm not going to do that. Some of you other Bucs commentators might do that. I'm not going to do that. Because Jay Hayes was the shit, too, before he got here. I mean, we were so proud to have him. Like, oh, man, because the Bengals had a good defensive line. But he got here, and now he ain't even here no more. He fired. So I don't care about what you did over there. What can you do here? That's what I care about. So we can try to predict how well you're going to coach the lineup. It don't matter. We'll see when you get here. We'll see when you start. It's some other players that need to go, though. I saw some of y'all say Robert Ayers need to go. Robert Ayers do give our defensive line an attitude. He wasn't that. The problem with him is he's injury prone. But what I do like about him is he's very vocal. The problem with him being vocal is he ain't on the field enough. It's almost like that mug that's on the sideline talking junk to you about, come on, y'all get it together. And you're like, motherfucker, you ain't even playing. You on the sideline. Like, shut up. So they're not going to listen to him, even though he's very vocal. They're not going to listen to him unless he in the game. So I see some people saying Robert Ayers need to go. Somebody made a compelling argument because I got my eyes on everything. I got my ears to the street. I listen and I see everything. Somebody made a compelling argument for Gerald McCoy to go. Bucs fans hate Gerald McCoy. We really do. Not the fanatics. The fanatics love Gerald McCoy. Here's what I can say about that. Now, the person that did this did make a compelling argument, but here's what I say about that. The problem with Gerald McCoy, he does get off faster than anybody else in the league, in my opinion. Get off the ball. But the problem is you're leaving out your whole team behind. It's good that you get off so fast, but if nobody else is getting off that fast, then you're not being effective. Because they're still neutralizing them. We've had Gerald McCoy on this team forever, right? And we only had 2 winning seasons and never been to the playoffs with Gerald McCoy on our team. Sometimes you just got to move on, man. Now, I understand that argument. Because your line can't work as a cohesive unit if the person in the middle is all the way right here and the rest of the line is back here. Y'all see how my fingers are? He's here and the rest of the line is here. So they always hit it like that. Like they're not a cohesive unit as a line. Sometimes you can have a player that's so good. This is going to sound real crazy. And I know y'all going to beat me up in the comments. But you can have a player so good that it's to the detriment of your team. Letting Doug Martin go means they're going to have to fix the running back room. They're going to have to. Because you just lost what essentially amounted to our number 1 running back. You're going to have to do it. Then I saw a compelling argument to use Cameron Brate for trade bait and send him to New England. Because New England going to lose Gronk. So, trade bait, what can you get for him? Maybe you can get, a high draft pick for him. Because you got O.J. Howard. And he can essentially do what Brate does once they get him and Jameis Winston get that connection. Now, you are taking away Jameis Winston's number 1 weapon. But you can pull in some real, you should be able to pull in some good stock for him. There really ain't many people on our team that you could use for trade bait. Charles Sims is another one. You might get a 4th round pick for him. You might be able to get a 2nd or 3rd round pick for Cameron Brate. Is it time for us to stack up some draft picks and just cleanse this team? Not rebuild the team, but cleanse it. Is it time for that? What about Gerald McCoy? Could you get something for Jerry McCoy? I bet you could get a high. Let's just say, and we talking hypothetical because it's the off season, so I'm just throwing stuff out there to see if it stick. See what you say. If we traded Jerry McCoy and Cameron Brate and Charles Sims this offseason, what kind of draft picks would we? How many draft picks you think we could rack up, and how much money would we save? I don't even know if we could do that. I don't even know how many years left on his contract. I don't even care. I'm just throwing this out there just to throw it out there. How many draft picks could we pick up from the teams, if we traded those three players? Because Bill Belichick would love to run with a Charles Sims. You know that. He loved him out of the backfield passing running backs. And Cameron Brate can go there too. Or he can go to New England. I mean, he can go to Pittsburgh. He can go to the Cardinals. He can go to who else would probably take him? Ooh, the Chargers. The Chargers would take him. We can get some picks, man. If this draft is loaded, we can come home with a whole haul. I'm just throwing it out there, whatever. So that's what's going on in Buck news, man. I ain't gonna get deep down in stats and all that. I don't do all of that. But I want to go through some of these comments. Just something new I'm gonna start doing. So if you see somebody else doing it, you know who did it first. All right. Mr. Bucs Nation. Hey, listen. That dude, I saw about 2 of his videos, and I'm gonna go back and watch some of his old videos. He just make too many videos for me. I mean, he make a lot of videos. So if you really want videos like every day, go subscribe to Mr. Bucs Nation. He do a lot of videos. We're gonna do a collab one day. He did mention that a while back, and I ain't heard nothing else about it. But we're gonna do a collab one day. I want to collab with all the Bucs videos makers. So if you make one, hit me up. If you make videos, but Mr. Bucs Nation, man, he got a lot of good videos. I'm gonna go check his video out. Rocco. Let's see, Rocco 1717 got a bunch of 17s in there. The last thing he said was talk about Sweezy. J.R. Sweezy, Ayers, and Ghostin should be on the block. Definitely J.R. Sweezy. He did not perform. If we keep J.R. Sweezy, he definitely a backup. I mean, he a super backup. Like, he at the bottom of the roster. Ayers, I already talked about Ayers. He just can't stay healthy, but he's a mouthpiece, and he will speak up. And we need that in our locker room. We need somebody that's going to hold people accountable. The problem is you can't really do that if you ain't on the field, partner. And Ghostin ain't going to win. You can cancel that. Ghostin ain't going to win. Mr. Flammy says, I wish Chubb will fall to us, but he gone. Yeah, in my draft lineup, I did have us taking Chubb. But man, that's lucky. I mean, OJ Howard was a lucky fall, but I don't know, man. I don't know if Chubb gonna fall to us, man. But I got him in my mock draft falling. The thing that's gonna tip this whole draft upside down is what the Browns do. Here's what I'm hoping the Browns do. I'm hoping the Browns take their first pick and they take a quarterback, and then they drop back on their 4th pick and pick up more picks and allow somebody to jump up and take like one of those quarterbacks. That's what I'm hoping happens. Because if they don't, I'm scared they're going to take Chubb. But we'll see. Let's see. Lance Cohen. He said, I bet the Bucs draft that big fast guy 7. What big fast guy? I don't know who you're talking about. You talking about wide receiver? I don't know. Tick 757. 757, where that's at? What area code is that? That sounds familiar. Anyway, he says Anza and Kyle Fuller in free agency. And we either getting Chubb or Nelson. I saw a lot of mock drafts that have us taking Nelson. I'm not mad at that. Because that's Nelson will be a good offensive lineman, and we need to rebuild our offensive line. But man, you got to get some weapons. some reliable weapons. Here's the thing about weapons, though. Last year we went 9-7. That's a winning record. And we did not have Deshaun Jackson or Chris Godwin. Is it possible for you to have too many weapons? Maybe it's too much to focus on. We did better when all he was doing was throwing to Mike Evans and Cameron Brate. When all he was doing was throwing it to them two and Adam Humphries. That's all the three people he was throwing it to. You knew it was going to Cameron Brate in the end zone. You already knew that when we in the red zone. When we got deep, when it's third down and long, you know he was going to Mike Evans. And when we need short yardage and it's a screen or it's a slant across the middle, you know he was going to Adam Humphries. And we still won 9 games. You add Deshaun Jackson and you add Chris Godwin, and now we don't know what the hell to do. Can you have too many weapons? Too many options? Well, you don't know who to throw it to? Now, somebody like Drew Brees will pick that apart. They'll just use all their weapons. Aaron Rodgers, but we don't got them. We got Jameis Winston. Maybe you gave him too much. Maybe he got too many weapons. That sound crazy to y'all? I don't know. Bucs fan for life. I saw his video. He got a draft video. He don't got a lot of subscribers, but he made a pretty good video, man. Y'all go check out Bucs fan for life. And on his video, I was talking to him in his video. He did pretty good. I think he thinking we're gonna get OJ Nelson too. I mean, I think he's an advocate of OJ Nelson. OJ Nelson. Who the hell is that? Nelson, the offensive guard. I was thinking of OG, offensive guard. But he's saying that a lot of teams need skill position. I mean, need offensive linemen. A lot of teams need offensive linemen, and they do. Everybody could use an offensive lineman. So I don't know, man. I would tell you, if Chubb is there and they take that guard, that offensive lineman, I'm be mad. If Saquon Barkley is there and they take that offensive lineman, I'm be mad because we need playmakers. Definitely in the run game. Sheldon Lovelace. We were talking about trading Sims, and he called Sims the Falcon Killer. I got you. I hear you on that. And I will tell you that you got to focus on going after your winning your division. So it's important that you have players that you can beat your division opponents with. The problem is, number one, if you are a Falcon killer, you got to be a Saints killer and a Panthers killer too. And if you're not all three, and you only one, and even if you call them that, we still be splitting with Atlanta. So he ain't really killing them. Trade bait, man. Trade bait. Get him out of here. Let's see who else, man. And then Sheldon said that I think we should trade back into the first round, but also keep our second and third round picks. And I told him, I don't know how the hell we're going to do that. You going to trade back in the first round, you definitely giving up that second. Or at least that third. But then he said we can just use some of the picks for next year to try to trade back in the first. But I don't think it's that serious. I mean, this is a pretty good draft. Obviously, everybody want their team to trade back in the first, so you're not crazy for saying that. But nah, I think we just do our pick and call it a night because we can't afford to be giving up nothing. There's a lot of people that need contracts. Mike Evans need a contract, and he already said, hey, he want to get paid. Then we got to turn around and pay Jameis Winston, and he gonna get whatever the highest contract available. He gonna get that. Drink something about lemonade. So Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo got the highest contract ever, right? Jameis Winston contract will be higher than that, guaranteed. Because ain't no way Jameis Winston gonna allow somebody that's got 5 games on the books to make more money than him. He's just not gonna do that. So we got to pay him, Jameis Winston. We got to pay Quan Alexander. We got to pay Mike Evans. Who else we got to pay? Donovan Smith at some point, probably like 2 years. Who else we got to pay? No, we ain't got to pay him. Yeah, so right now that's who we got to pay, and they gonna all command high salaries. And I think we got like 60 mil in salary cap right now, and we just freed up another 11 mil by getting rid of and we're gonna get rid of some more, but we getting rid of them 2 players. We got back 11 mil. So people gonna need high salaries, man. They're gonna command high salaries, and if this Le'Veon Bell thing go through, which I doubt, but if they bring Le'Veon Bell in, he gonna command a high salary. Then y'all want certain cornerbacks and all this and linemen. I mean, we ain't gonna be able to pay all these people and keep our own talent. We gonna have to draft. We gonna have to do what the Seahawks did. We just and what the Saints did. We just gonna have to have a hellacious draft. So we got some time in between paying these people. You gonna see a high Bucs fan favorite go, and I think it might be Mike Evans. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what I want to happen. I'm just saying he gonna be a cap casualty, man. Just like the Bears had to get rid of Alshon Jeffrey, and he went to the Eagles and won them a Super Bowl. I think Mike Evans, they might let Mike Evans go. That's crazy, ain't it? I know. I'm not crazy though. Look, y'all gonna beat me up. I already know. Y'all gonna beat me up. That's fine. I can't wait till the other Bucs fans hear this. Vid makers hear this. They're gonna be like, he crazy. He drinking. Nah, man. Mike Evans might be. He might be. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong about this. I think Mike Evans is gonna be not on our team. Where'd you hear it first? Anyway, moving on. Let's see, man. Richard Lundgren. I think I pronounced that right. He just subscribed to me. He said, depending on availability, Chubb, Nelson, Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, running back, is super stacked this class. I'm not against Saquon. Yeah, Derwin is more viable for us to try to grab than Saquon. Saquon is going to the Giants. I'm telling you, they're not going to let him pass the Giants. And even if they don't take him, somebody going to jump over us and take him, I'm thinking. Chubb, we got a good chance of getting Chubb if the Browns don't take him with their second pick, which is the 4th pick overall. I like Derwin. Fitzpatrick is a good pick too, but that's a special corner, man. He's a special corner. So, man, I don't see him making it to us. Even if he does make it to us, if Chubb, it don't matter who's there. One of these players are going to be there. Either Chubb's going to be there, Saquon, which I doubt, or that guard's going to be there. They're going to take one of them, and one of them will be there because all the quarterbacks that's going to go early. So one of them will be there, and we're going to take one of them. We're not going to take Fitzpatrick. At least I don't think. And then Bucs fan for life, he says Bradley Chubb is going to fall. I bet we draft Saquon Barkley at 7. He just ain't going to make it, brother. He ain't going to make it. I'm sorry. And then Steven Quintana, he said, I hope the Colts do not take Bradley Chubb. Man, look, the Colts need everything, brother. They need everything. They're going to take best available. I'm telling you, they're going to take best available. And would they take Chubb? They if anything, they're going to take Fitzpatrick because they need corners. And then whatever that guy's name, Vonta. Well, I forgot his name. Start with V. I can't remember. I was just reading it. But anyway, he already a free agent because he can't make off his injury. I forgot his name. But so they're going to need that. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. If I ain't get to your comment in this video, man, I'm going to get to you in the next video. Just keep leaving comments. You know, I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to start doing that in my videos. I'm going to respond to you in the comments anyway, but I'm going to try to do when I make a video, I'm going to try to respond to some of y'all comments. Just so you know what I think. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Like I said, man. Doug Martin is gone. The fat boy is gone. Some more cuts is coming. Welcome to the new defensive line coach Buckner. Congratulations to what's his name, Fulton. The he got moved to wide receivers coach, and then so that way Monken can focus on being an offensive coordinator. So that's dope. Hey man, if you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe. These are these type of things I throw out there. I'm gonna throw crazy stuff out there just to see what y'all say. So anyway, man, Tampa 2, I'm out. Peace. Lemonade.